Be successful, you often have to think outside the box. Huge companies have been built on the idea of building a better mousetrap.
News 6's Julie Broughton shows us how one local businessman did just that, but it's not all for profit. His designs are helping people with disabilities live an easier life.
Tucked back in an industrial park here in Apopka, you'll find a team of craftsmen hard at work.
About 10% of it is done with high-tech machinery. The rest is all done by hand.
Dino Raquel started his company 26 years ago. It's one of the only custom sink manufacturers in the United States.
I've never seen anything like this. Are there any other sinks on the market like this?
No.
Their precision-built custom sinks are works of art. But the inspiration is purely function.
Believe it or not, this little company is the one that introduced the workstation sink to the entire world industry.
You see, Raquel started out as a kitchen designer with an eye for solving problems.
The sinks that I had to work with in the past irritated me, so I started making sinks that made sense.
His designs changed the industry, but the ideas didn't stop there. He and his team set their sights on helping people with disabilities.
You can't get under there with a wheelchair, so my sinks are shallow, but the drains offset, and there's some other things that I do to make it easier.
And that's how he came upon someone who he thought could really use one of his designs.
We saw the most inspiring video. It popped up in our feed, and I said, we've got to get a hold of this guy.
That guy is Dan Kotter.
Well, I'm Dan. This is my wife, Andrea. We on our social media, we go as the wheelchair dad.
The couple lives in Utah. I talked to them via Zoom. Dan was injured in a construction accident. Now he's become an inspiration on social media because of his can-do attitude.
Don't let struggles hold you down. Just get up every day, get the fight on, and punch the day in the face.
Now the wheelchair dad has another example of resilience to show his viewers.
When Dino reached out to us and offered this, it's a huge blessing for us because the kitchen sink is something that affects your daily life, like every day, all day long, right?
What was your reaction when you heard you were going to be our Getting Results Award winner?
I didn't even know it happened. In fact, I'm not even quite sure I knew that was happening.
Surprise.
So yeah, actually, it shouldn't be to just me. It should be to everyone here, because without them, I would be nothing.
What an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Who's doing so much good.
Yes. I cannot say enough about how amazing this team was. And, I think few people think about what an ADA compliant sink is and how rare they are to find. And Dino says this project brought his whole team together, and they were so excited to help build and design Dan's new sink. Dan has not installed it yet. So we Zoomed with him earlier this week, and I said, hey, is it installed? What's it look like? And they said the sink was so beautiful that they cannot put it in their current kitchen, so they're going to remodel their whole kitchen.
Wow.
These are the most incredible
That is
sinks.
amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh my gosh.
My dad's in an electric wheelchair, and I know it's a real struggle for him to get over.
Yes, and so when you decide that you want one of these sinks, you do a Zoom call with Dino. He takes your measurements, and so Dan has a lot of nerve pain, so they rounded the edge so he can rest his arms on the sink while he's doing dishes. The drain is offset. The drains are not in the middle. It's just incredible.
Wow. They have thought of everything, which is wonderful.
Yes, and these are the most beautiful sinks you've ever seen in your life. So go check them out.
All right, sounds
and
good.
made right here in Central Florida.
Okay, so I ran into the newsroom to get this. They were wanting to show us some of their high-tech laser stuff, and they made this out of surgical steel in about 90 seconds for us.
Oh my!
Isn't it lovely?
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just carry it around all the time. We did one for Paul and me, so we didn't have to fight over it.
That's nice.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you know someone getting results, we want to know about them. You can nominate someone you know by going to our website, clickorlando.com. You'll find the form under the menu tab. Go to the Contact Us link, and remember to choose the Getting Results Award option, and you just might see them featured here in the coming weeks.